Hey YouTube, those of you also on Facebook. So today we're going to be doing TTW. It's Friday in the afternoon, and we're going to do a little bit different today. We're going to do it today a little bit on feelings. And what I mean by that is sometimes you just, if there's somebody that you've been yearning for, and you've tried everything and things just kind of didn't go so well, and you kind of are starting to part, one of the things that you really should think about is parting with them. And here's why, okay? Sometimes the mind gets to thinking, and when the mind gets to thinking, it tends to explore. You ever realize that when you take a dog out for a walk and you're just going all around and you're looking at stuff, but the dog is walking around sniffing, picking its head up like, huh? What was that? What? The dog is curious about stuff, and that's kind of what the mind is doing at the same time for us. Now, you gotta let these people that you're wanting to keep around, go to find out what they had was really great. And when that happens, when you get rid of them in your head, a lot of times it'll make that person think, you know what, I really did have a great old time with so-and-so, and, if they think, you know what, I miss that, and I miss it a lot, they'll come back, and the reason I say that is because if I go on a date, and I really enjoyed going out to get something to eat, even if it's something that was home cooked, like if I come over to your house, or if we go out to some place and try something new and you cook it, if you do that, okay, and then we have a great night, we do something that's memorable, like watch the stars, find some place to lay down and just gaze and talk it out like all night, those nights and those moments are going to be the ones they're going to go back and say, I miss those a lot, and I really want to do them again. And not everyone's the same. So if the person that they talking to don't do the same kinds of things, they're going to remember you, and chances are you might be in luck that they're going to want that back. Okay, so you guys ever seen the movie Bruce Almighty? There's a part in that movie where he goes and he gets struck by a truck, and he turns into God. God gives him his power, and he says, if you think my life is so easy, why don't you do it? So he tries to do it, and he has all these good powers, and the thing that he doesn't realize is that God's also taking the bad, okay? God is also dealing with the hardships, the people's passing, and people's who's just having a rough day, and everyone's praying to him time and time and time again, and he hears all these voices and stuff. And at one point, he gets hit by a truck, okay? And it sends him up to heaven, okay? And he has a conversation with God. And he's like, God gives him this little thing, it's like to help him to pray. And he says, you know what? I want you to pray. So he prays, and he says, you know what? I want world peace and all that. And he says, you know what? That's an awesome prayer if you want to win a pageant. And he goes on to say, come on now, what do you really want? And he says, I want this chick, this girl. In the movie, her name is Grace. And he goes on to say, oh, you want her back, right? I know you. And he thinks about it for a minute, he pauses, because he kind of wants her, but what happens next is the whole point of this video right here, okay? Right here. He goes, no, I don't want her back. I want her to be happy, okay? When you fall in love with somebody, okay, you fall in love with their personality, you fall in love with their giggles, you fall in love with their smiles, you fall in love with the things they love to do, their hobbies, their passions, their family. But you know what? What you also fall in love with is their faults, their cries, their pains, their past, their tears, and all their hurt, okay? And if someone is happy, okay, finding something that will bring all that together better than sometimes you can, fellas, and even girls, okay, if you love a man that much, and even guys, if you love a girl that much, okay, you'll let them go. And the reason is because love don't boast, love don't brag, and most of all, y'all, love ain't selfish, okay? People like to boast and people like to brag about love because it's the greatest thing in the world to them. And I understand that, y'all. I do. I get it. You know, you're like, oh, I love this man, I love this woman so much. She's everything, and I wish I could hope for her. I smile, I tear. And, you know, to be selfish in love is a sin, okay? And I don't mean that it's something that you can't ever do. I mean, it's something that you should frown upon. And when you get into this point where you're like, well, I want him, you know, because I don't ever find nothing like him. If you truly love this person, alright, if you truly, in your heart, and in your head, in your mind, if you truly love them, let them go. Because if you wish them happiness, whoever it may be with, why it might be with them, and for what it's worth, y'all, I tell you what, the chick or the man that loved you will always be in your heart and will always be a good friend to you. I guarantee you. And sometimes, you know what? Don't wish upon it, but you know what? Sometimes it ends up turning right back around and you end up falling back in love with them. And I tell you why. It was because you weren't selfish, you weren't upset, you weren't angry, you weren't boastful, and you weren't bragging, okay? And today's TTW is, if you truly love someone and things just ain't working out, set them free. Let them go, okay? So that's today's TTW. It was a little bit different today. It was about feelings. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. Little C loves every one of y'all. Go ahead and tap that subscribe button over there, if you can. It'll tell you whenever I post out new videos, and it'll also let you know when something new has happened. If you like this video, feel free to like it, dislike it, whatever you want. Feedback is critical in a video, so, you know, whether you like it, whether you dislike it, what do you want to see? That's even the best part. What do y'all want to see in my next video? And I can also do some shout-outs too. So if there's someone you want me to shout out to my videos, I'd be more than happy to shout them out to you. Alright? So, alright y'all. This was Little C. Over and out. Bye.